Hey there! I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about power carving and the huge influence that it's had on my bandsaw boxes and really all of my woodworking. You know, I bought this Fordham flex shaft a number of years ago, and I mostly got it because I wanted something that was going to help me get the pillowed out drawer faces that I like to put on a lot of my bandsaw boxes. And then I also wanted something that was going to help me with all the detailed sanding that I have to do on a lot of these pieces. But you know, before long, I really began to explore all the capabilities that this machine had to offer. And it's just had an enormous impact on not only my boxes, but really everything that I do here in my shop. So on some of these boxes, I'm really just using carving to add in some texture on my drawer faces, like these ovals here. I've got a little kind of an eroded type texture. This is kind of a pattern I've been playing around with a little bit on this one. Then I'm also using it, like I said, to get my pillowed out drawer faces, but then I'm also carving in the stem here, just like that. Then on some of the more complex pieces, you know, the carving is really integral into the whole creation of these boxes. You know, I definitely would not have even attempted some of these pieces were it not for power carving. So how can you add power carving to your skill set? Well, probably one of the easiest and cheapest ways for most people to go would be to just go with a Dremel. I certainly wouldn't go with this model here. I would definitely go with a plug-in model. But I think even a top-end plug-in Dremel is about $125. Add in a couple of $15 wood carving burrs and you're ready to go. I think where you might get a little bit frustrated with a Dremel is if you wanted to do some heavy carving of hardwoods. You know, like certainly all of this, you know, any of these could have been made with a Dremel, but oh boy, I sure wouldn't want to do it. Even just carving in this stem, you know, this is cherry, would have been really slow and really frustrating on a Dremel. So if you wanted to do carving of like some softer woods, say cedar, pine, maybe even basswood would be a good choice. Dremel would definitely do the job with that. If you wanted to add some texturing into hardwoods, some dimpling or just little things like I've done here in hardwoods, then a Dremel would definitely get that job done very well. But it's when you really start doing heavy carving of hardwoods, the Dremel is going to get very slow and you're just not going to have a very good time. So that's where a good flex shaft really comes into play. You know, this thing has way more power and torque than any Dremel ever will have. And so this thing can remove so much wood so quickly. I've got in here right now one of my most aggressive burrs. I just love this thing. This will remove so much wood really, really quickly. And then the great thing too is, you know, a lot of companies will want to sell you every single grit of burr that they have. You don't need them. You know, I go straight from this one right into this one. This is a saber-tooth Whisper. And this Whisper burr will remove all of the gouge marks left by this one just instantly on contact. I'm a big saber-tooth fan. Most of my burrs are saber-tooth. I do have some cut saws in here. This one in particular just was super helpful for this Middle-earth monstrosity here. But the other really great thing about this Fordham is just the sanding capabilities that I can do with this thing. I really am a big fan of using these guys. This is called interleafed flap wheel. And these are usually actually sold to welders. But I've been getting these from a place called supergrit.com, and it's been just wonderful for detailed sanding of all of these things. You know, getting all the detailed sanding on the stem here, all the sanding on this tree. This would have been a nightmare to get all this sanded any other way. So probably the biggest downside to a flex shaft like this Fordham is these are a little bit expensive. I think brand new, these are selling for right around $450. Now, you can find a lot of used ones out there. I actually got mine on eBay for around 220 bucks. But like I said, this machine has had such an enormous impact on not only the quality of the work that I'm doing, but the actual pieces that I'm able to produce. This machine is worth, in my opinion, just every penny. So hey, thanks for watching. I hope this was of some help to you. If so, click like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comment section. And if you're interested at all in making bandsaw boxes, I have a 90-minute tutorial on how I build my boxes. It comes with all the templates you need, and for watchers of this channel, I'm offering a 20% discount code. Just enter the word CARVE into the little box at checkout to receive 20% off the retail price. You can find me at jmawoodstudio.com. Now let's do some carving. There's an aeroplane up above. I'm waiting for it to go away because it's making me irritated.